Imagine meeting an 83-year-old man who still has a vibrant spark in his eyes, a deep connection with his partner, and an energy about him that many 60-year-olds seem to have lost. What secret does he know about intimacy that you, at 60, might be missing? It's not about medications or miracle cures. It's about wisdom gained through the years, lessons about connection, joy, and vitality that unlock a richer life after 60. They tell you aging means slowing down, losing your spark, and saying goodbye to the deep connections that make life meaningful. But they were wrong. Dead wrong. I'm Dr. James, a men's health expert with over 30 years of experience helping older adults reclaim their vitality, circulation, and closeness after 60. I've worked with thousands of seniors across the country, from those just entering their 60s to men thriving well into their 80s. And what I've discovered about intimacy, especially the profound difference between how many 60-year-olds think about it versus what 83-year-olds actually know, may shock you. Because while men at 60 often hold on to outdated ideas about performance and what matters, those who reach 83 with vitality understand that intimacy is far more than a physical act. It's a key to staying sharp, connected, and truly alive. These secrets aren't taught in medical school, and they're rarely discussed openly. They are lessons learned through living, adapting, and discovering what truly fuels a man's spirit as the decades pass. In just a moment, I'll reveal exactly what these older, wiser men understand that many younger seniors haven't grasped yet. Lessons that could change how you experience relationships, confidence, and joy for the rest of your life. So stay with me. This may change how you experience life after 60. Before we dive into these life-changing secrets, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss powerful health insights designed just for your golden years. And if you find this helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I read every reply and I'm here to keep improving for you. Now, let's get into the heart of it. The profound truths about intimacy that men in their 80s understand, and why applying them now in your 60s could unlock years of deeper connection and vitality. Lesson 1. Performance is overrated. Presence is everything. When many men hit 60, they're still wrestling with ghosts of their younger years. They measure intimacy by erection quality, duration, and intensity. If the body doesn't respond like it did at 30, they feel a quiet sense of failure or brokenness. This focus on performance creates anxiety, tension, and puts immense pressure on moments that should be filled with connection. But talk to a thriving 83-year-old man, and you'll hear a different story. They've learned that chasing performance is a losing battle. What they value isn't rigidity, but presence. Being fully there, emotionally and physically, in the moment. They understand that intimacy is less about what the body does and more about how the heart connects. They prioritize eye contact, holding hands, sharing vulnerable moments, and simply enjoying physical closeness without the pressure of an end goal. I had a patient, Frank, at 62, who was ready to give up on intimacy because of erectile changes. He felt like he was failing his wife. Years later, I spoke with Arthur, 85, who had found love again after being widowed. He told me, "Doc, it's not like when I was young. Sometimes things don't work that way, but holding her hand, feeling her close, listening to her heart, that's more intimate than anything I chased when I was 30. Science supports this wisdom. Performance anxiety triggers cortisol, a stress hormone that actively inhibits arousal and pleasure. Focusing on presence and non-pressured touch releases Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, fostering relaxation and deeper emotional connection. Men in their 80s who've let go of the performance mindset often report a richer, more fulfilling intimate life because they stopped fighting their bodies and started listening to their hearts. You don't need perfection, you need connection, and that starts with being fully present. But this shift in focus isn't just mental or emotional. It changes how you experience touch itself. And that leads to the next profound secret. Lesson 2, touch is a language of love, not just a step to sex. Many men in their 60s, still influenced by younger perspectives, see physical touch primarily as a precursor to sex. It's part of the routine leading to the main event. If the main event feels challenging or unlikely, they may avoid touch altogether, missing out on a vast landscape of intimacy. The 83-year-olds who have maintained fulfilling connections understand that touch is a complete language of love all on its own. Holding hands while watching TV, a spontaneous hug in the kitchen, a gentle back rub, cuddling without expectation, these aren't just nice gestures. They are potent acts of intimacy that convey comfort, security, affection, and presence. Consider Walter, who came to me in his late 60s. After a health scare made traditional sex difficult, he and his wife stopped touching much at all. The distance grew. They became roommates. Compare that to Thomas, 78, whose partner developed mobility issues. Physical intimacy changed drastically. But Thomas told me, we just started holding hands more, sitting closer, giving each other long hugs. And somehow, we feel more connected now than we did 20 years ago. The science is clear, non-sexual. Touch releases oxytocin and reduces cortisol, fostering bonding and reducing stress. It keeps neural pathways related to pleasure and comfort active. For older adults who may experience loneliness or stress, consistent affectionate touch is vital medicine for both the body and the soul. It affirms you are not alone, you are loved, you are here. Men in their 80s often recognize this intuitively, that the simple act of touch itself is enough. It doesn't need to lead anywhere, it just needs to be. Start incorporating non-sexual touch into your daily life. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes in how you feel and how close you feel to your partner. And embracing this language of touch is deeply connected to how you feel about yourself, leading to the next powerful lesson. Lesson 3. True intimacy starts with radical self-acceptance. Entering your 60s often brings undeniable physical changes. The body softens, energy levels fluctuate, and sexual function may shift. For men who've tied their self-worth to youthful physical prowess, these changes can be devastating, leading to shame, frustration, and a reluctance to be seen or touched even by themselves. They feel less desirable, less man enough. This lack of self-acceptance creates a wall around intimacy. Thriving 83-year-old men have weathered decades of change. They've had more time to reconcile their past self with their present reality. They've learned, often through trial and error, that their worth isn't measured by the firmness of an erection or the speed of recovery. True intimacy with a partner or with oneself flows from a place of acceptance and even appreciation for the body you inhabit today. I knew a man, George, 65, who avoided mirrors and closeness after significant weight gain and health issues. He felt he had nothing to offer intimately. Contrast him with Henry, 80, who openly talked about his aging body with a sense of humor and peace. He told me, "This is the body that's carried me through 80 years. It's not perfect, but it's mine. And when I stopped fighting it, I could finally let someone else love it too. Self-acceptance isn't about giving up on health. It's about making peace with the journey. It frees up emotional energy that was tied up in self-judgment and allows for genuine connection. Practicing self-compassion, focusing on what your body can do, and engaging in self-care rituals like mindful self-touch, which we'll get to, all build this foundation. Men in their 80s who embody this radiate a quiet confidence that is incredibly attractive. They understand that intimacy is less about physical form and more about emotional foundation, built on self-respect. You are worthy of touch and connection exactly as you are. And this newfound self-acceptance often unlocks the capacity for something else crucial: opening up to your partner on a deeper level. Lesson 4. Vulnerability is the real secret ingredient. Traditional. Male conditioning often teaches us to be stoic, to hide vulnerability, to man up and handle things alone. At 60, many men still carry this burden. They may fear showing weakness or admitting insecurities, especially about their changing bodies or emotional needs. This emotional armor, while meant to protect, often creates a barrier to deep intimacy. Men in their 80s who have cultivated lasting, rich relationships understand that true intimacy requires taking off the armor. It demands emotional vulnerability. Sharing fears, regrets, hopes, and simple daily feelings builds a bond far stronger than physical acts alone. It's in the sharing of the inner world that trust deepens and connection becomes unbreakable. I worked with David, 70, whose marriage felt distant despite efforts at physical intimacy. He was affectionate but rarely shared his worries or deeper feelings. His wife felt loved but not truly seen. Later, I met Robert, 83, married for over 50 years. He told me the key to their lasting closeness wasn't just sex, but learning to truly talk about everything, the hard stuff, the silly stuff, the stuff that scared them. He said, once we stopped pretending everything was perfect, we became truly inseparable. Emotional vulnerability allows partners to support each other on a profound level. It fosters empathy and mutual understanding. It's the difference between being physically close and truly knowing each other. Science links emotional connection and trust to oxytocin release, reinforcing the bond. Men in their 80s have learned that opening their hearts makes them stronger, not weaker. It's the bravest act of all and the most rewarding for intimacy. And while connection with a partner is vital, older men also learn the deep importance of connection when you're alone. Lesson 5. Nurturing intimacy with yourself is lifelong fuel. Many men in their 60s may view masturbation as something from their youth, a habit perhaps, or a fallback option if a partner isn't available. There might be lingering shame or a feeling that it's less legitimate than partnered sex. This perspective limits its potential and can lead to its abandonment just when its benefits become most crucial. Men in their 80s, particularly those who prioritize their well-being, often understand self-intimacy as a fundamental act of self-care. It's not a substitute for partnered intimacy, but a vital component of overall health, vitality, and self-worth, regardless of relationship status. They see it as a way to stay connected to their bodies, manage stress, promote sleep, maintain circulation, and affirm that their capacity for pleasure and connection is still alive. I had Michael, 68, whose wife passed away. He felt that part of his life ended with her. He stopped all forms of sexual expression and became withdrawn, his mood darkening. Compare him to Thomas, 81, a widower who told me, my morning routine, coffee, newspaper, and a little private time. It's not about chasing fireworks. It's about feeling present, releasing tension, and reminding myself I'm still here, still capable of feeling good. Self-intimacy at this stage of life offers unique benefits. It helps maintain blood flow to pelvic tissues, supporting health, as discussed in other scripts. It regulates hormones and neurochemicals like prolactin, aiding restful sleep. It's a powerful stress reliever and mood booster. Perhaps most importantly, it's an act of self-affirmation. It pushes back against the idea that aging makes you undesirable or sexless. Men in their 80s who embrace this understand it's a cornerstone of independent vitality. It's not just physical release, it's emotional grounding and a statement of self-worth. It's not a fallback, it's lifelong fuel. You've journeyed through 5 profound lessons that men who thrive in their 80s understand about intimacy. Lessons often missed by men simply entering their 60s. We've learned that intimacy is less about performance and more about presence. Touch is a vital language of love on its own, not just a step to sex. True intimacy begins with radical self-acceptance of your aging body. Vulnerability is the real secret ingredient for deep connection. Nurturing intimacy with yourself is lifelong fuel for vitality. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are practical shifts in perspective that can transform your relationships, your confidence, and your overall quality of life right now. Aging doesn't mean the end of intimacy. It means the beginning of a deeper, more meaningful connection with yourself and your partner. The wisdom of 83 is available to you today at 60, 70, or beyond. You are not too old to learn. You are not too old to adapt. You are not too old to experience connection, joy, and vitality in profound ways. It's never too late to shift your focus from performance pressure to presence, to embrace touch in all its forms, to practice self-acceptance, to open your heart through vulnerability, and to nurture the most important relationship of all, the one you have with yourself. Your story is still being written. Choose today to write it with presence, acceptance, vulnerability, and self-care. Choose to live with the wisdom that comes with age rather than the limitations of outdated ideas. Because you deserve to feel good again. You deserve joy. You deserve connection. And the best part, that journey doesn't begin with a prescription. It begins with the decision to believe that your best days will still be ahead, filled with intimacy refined on your own terms. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.